Good morning, YouTube, man. Always George Page, aka the Emperor of Female Body Talk, coming to you live on YouTube. Well, folks, this weekend coming is a big event, and this is one of the second shows for women's bodybuilding for the seasons. Last week we had the Vancouver Island Showdown, where Eva Montgomery earned her Olympia qualification. Now we got this the show coming up, and this is the Indianapolis Pro, or the Indy Pro for short. It's been around for quite some time, but this year it's having women's bodybuilding, and this is an Olympia qualification. Shout out to Dave Brower. You know, this guy. He gave these women the opportunity to compete on the stage. Female bodybuilding has so few stages. You have shows like the Puerto Rico, the Tampa Pro, the New York. Shows overseas, and still not as many stages compared to divisions like wellness, physique, figure, fitness. They have a lot more stages. They already at least had about 4 or 5 qualifiers for the Olympia for women's physique, and at least a bunch of others for the other divisions. Especially at Arnold Schwarzenegger Pro and also the Boston Pro. We did not have even women's physique. A shot for Dave for showing the opportunity to give female bodybuilding to come to their show, and I hope this will be a great partnership in the next years. Now, as you know, the list is out, and the list is kind of a small list. As you know, some ladies are not ready yet. Some ladies are prepping for the later shows in the year. More shows coming out in June and July and August. And I'm telling you, some ladies should think about doing these first of the year shows. You're missing out opportunities. But I understand. You want to you're prepping, and sometimes if you're on certain, like if I'm what I'm learning from when you're on certain type of gear, you want to try to wean yourself into a little bit before you really get in it hardcore. But here's ladies who made the list for the Indy Pro. And these ladies I follow on social medias, and a couple of ladies I'm in contact with. On top right here we have Jada Beverly, and Jada is me. We did an interview with Jada a while back, last year. We still in contact. We talk on the phone. I love Jada. I think she's a great person. She has amazing physique. This is from her last show, which was the Savannah Pro, which she got. I think she didn't crack the top 10. I think she got 11 this show. I forget, but she should have been in the top 10. She has great lines, great physique. I mean, she has what I call the pure bodybuilding physique. No fake boobs, no tattoos, just a beautiful mix of muscle and melanin. I'm a fan of Jada. I think she's a great person. I hope this is an opportunity for her to earn her first Olympia qualification. Next up, we have here is Stephanie Fletcher. As you know, last year Miss Fletcher was competing in physique, but after the Omaha Pro, she switched. Now she has a good body. I mean, good lines. She's a tall woman too. I think she's about 5'8", 5'9". I think her and you know, Jada are the two tallest women in this show. Impressive physique, great line. I'm not, as you know, last year she earned a qualification by points to compete in Olympia, but she dropped out, and that's always been suspicious about me. You got the opportunity to be the Olympia, and you should have took it. No offense, but you should take it. Anytime you get an opportunity, you should take it. We have here is also Teresa and Vasic. Now, both Teresa and Stephanie are both Winning Strength ambassadors. And last year, Teresa, she was competing physique at Chicago Pro and didn't do too well. She took 7th place at that show, and then she decided to come back. Now, the plan was originally she was going to compete in 2023. She said she wanted to put on more size, a little more definition, but then this show came up, and she decided to take a shot at it. So she came back to women's bodybuilding, and last year she wasn't Winning Strength ambassador because she switched to physique. So Stephanie has good looks, good lines. I mean Teresa. Teresa used to be a lot bigger. I used to remember her when she got a pro card back in around 2017. She was a lot bigger, but she really downsized a bit. I think she's trying to bring in a little bit more feminine look, but she had a good amount of size when she was in her amateur days, and even brought her some size when she turned pro. But there's always big questions about women femininity, the femininity debate in women's bodybuilding. But like I said, you're still a woman no matter what. Get breast implants, can change your hair. You're still a woman. But this is a good champ opportunity. She might even earn her second qualification because she earned a qualification back in 2020. Here we have is Lisa Kudry. Now Lisa's from Canada, and Lisa competed. She made her bodybuilding debut at Savannah Pro, the same show that Jada was at. She took fourth place at that show. And Lisa's from, as you know, she's from Canada. She competed at the Toronto Pro, which took second. So she already has points because, the Toronto Pro was after Olympic qualifications. Mala Ash, she won that show. And, I think it was like this. It was second. She took second. Machine Jin took third. And my dear friend Tanner Hugh took fourth. And I think Tanner should have got at least second or third. But, it's me being me, my prejudice, me seeing this person who I'm a fan of, who I'm a friend of, seeing she get a higher. Now Lisa's making the switch, and I was surprised that she should have done maybe the Vancouver Pro. But when I heard that she don't live in Canada anymore, because that would have been an opportunity to maybe get qualification. But she did this show, so we can say best of luck to her. And next is the lady who I follow. This is one Miss Donna Salib. Miss Salib, we talk on social media. She is from Kentucky, from the South, like myself, and she's been competing quite some time. Now she competed in the Chicago Pro last year, and also she competed at Savannah Pro also. I'm a fan of Miss Salib. I mean, she's a wrestling fan. That's why I like her. Because any woman that likes wrestling, is pretty cool. Now Donna, I think she should come in a little bit more. I follow on social media. She's getting a little more size on her. When she came into bodybuilding, because she came in a little small, but she is putting on size. In Chicago, I think she got fifth place. I think she got sixth place in Chicago, and and that was that a week was her birthday, and she did all right. I mean, and I think here she did Savannah. I think she cracked the top 10. But she's really putting on some size. I mean, she also has that classic look I like. Both her Lisa, Jada, and Donna has a classic look. No fake boobs. I'm gonna take truth. I'm not a too much a big fan of fake boobs. Beautiful, great line, great physiques. I think I would say these are pure female bodybuilders. The throwbacks of the early days. But Donna, from the pictures I see in Donna, she looks pretty impressive. I mean, she could be, as you know, there's only five. There's only five women in this show, and in the top five, she could maybe, depending, especially you get, depending how Teresa looks, and then you have the taller women like Stephanie and Jada. She can probably take fourth place, if possibly. Third maybe a push, but fourth place is possibly. I think this is how I break it down. I think this is just me. Now, the prejudice side of me would say, I'm gonna say Jada, Stephanie, Teresa, Donna, and Lisa. But here's gonna be the judge gonna say it's probably gonna be Stephanie, Teresa, Jada, Donna, and Lisa. But that's just two sides of the story. So anyway, I want to give shout out to these ladies for stepping up and coming in this show. I mean, and representing female bodybuilding. This is a great opportunity for women's bodybuilding because the fact is there's so few shows, so few stages for them to compete in. And like I said, it's tough. Women's bodybuilding has always been put on this on the ropes for many years, and always been saying the nail in the coffin. But people like what these ladies are doing. People like Jada Beverly, people like Linda Murray, people like Alina Popa, who are trying to keep the sport going, Andrew Shaw, much respect to all these ladies who represent bodybuilding. And it's a great, this opportunity for they have another show. Like I said, so few stages, but the last few years, the stages are growing. There's more shows going out of the countries. You got a show like we said, to Vancouver, has Toronto coming up in June. There's shows coming up overseas. Also, there's a show in Brazil. I don't know if ladies gonna go out down to Brazil for that show because that's up to them. But it's a good opportunity for them. And anyway, the show's gonna be tomorrow, May the 14th. It's gonna come on. I think around about noontime. It's gonna be on pay-per-view. So I'm gonna leave the IG link in the description because sometimes I gotta be careful when I leave these links because YouTube is always on some crap. But that's why I use the social media stuff. It's gonna be a pay-per-view. The pay-per-view is $9. It's $10, so that's reasonable for me. I don't mind spending $10. I live on a budget, and like I said, it is a great opportunity to check out. Mostly the division is going to be men's bodybuilding, men's 212, I think bikini, and women's bodybuilding, no physique. So this is great opportunity. It's kind of like what youth bodybuilding used to be, where we're just men and women, the men and the women. But now you have a couple more divisions now. But it's gonna be like I said again. As I leave the social media link in the description, you can check it out for the time. But like I said, they will also have the cost of the pay per view in the on the IG. Check it out. Support women's bodybuilding. Support bodybuilding in general. Give these athletes an opportunity to show their best. And this is, like I said, this is going to be the second show for women's bodybuilding and the second Olympia qualification. Now, before I end this video, I want to get a shout out to a lovely lady who I've been a fan of, and that's one Miss Jada Beverly. I think she's an amazing lady, and she was the one who really pushed for this show. She put in her own money for the show to get set up. She didn't want nobody to know this, but somebody else has outed her. But the fact is, she's doing what she wanted to do to support women's bodybuilding, and we need that as fans. We need people like her, like Linda Murray, all the other women, even Sarah Vilgas, a while back, Sarah Vilgas put up some money for a show because the fact was she was trying to save women's bodybuilding as also was a classic. But Arnold didn't take the money. But she set it for another show. So shout out to Sarah Vilgas for what she did. But like I said, I think Jada Beverly is a lovely person. She's a great lady. We talk on the phone. We talk on IG. I support her in her path in bodybuilding. I hope gets her qualification for the Olympia. I most definitely hope. If not, she's also set some other shows up in the next few months. And also, this advice I said to skip the Rising Phoenix. When you get your qualification, don't do the Rising Phoenix. I mean, that's like this. You should reserve yourself for the big show. I know Rising was created as an alternative for women's bodybuilding when they didn't have a place or a major stage. But you know what? Now that the women's bodybuilding has returned to the Olympia, and even like I said, this year's is amateurs women bodybuilding is going to be the Olympia. Now let's focus on making the Rising Phoenix a show for more competitors who didn't have the opportunity to shoot for any shows, who maybe missed opportunity by points or just didn't, even place. So much respect to Jada, much respect to Linda, and all these amazing women who support female bodybuilding. We need you, we support you, we love you, and we're thankful for your commitment and passion to the sport. Anyway, like I said, I want to be an advocate for you ladies. I'm a fan of you ladies. Yeah, this is coming from a small perv, but the fact is, I mean, one lady told me, Miss Sheriff, folks said, you're not a perv, you're not a small perv, George, you're a friend. And I'm a friend to you ladies. I want to see y'all succeed and be successful. Anyway, like I said again, tomorrow will be the show. I will leave the social media link in the description. Check it out. Support bodybuilding in general and support these ladies. Like I said again, if you genuinely want to see these ladies to succeed, be genuine about your support. Don't be looking for something, handouts, anything like that. Just support somebody's path in the sport of bodybuilding. Anyway, it's your man, always George Page, aka the Emperor of Female Bodybuilding Talk. Like, don't subscribe. Like, subscribe. Don't subscribe. I'm out.